Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective for Friday, October 19th. Hello, Stephanie. Hello for those who are joining me on Periscope platform. Okay, I came at a different time today because I wanted to try out a different timeline. Hey, Cindy. Okay, so I have already, and Miss Serena, I have already entitled this perspective, Don't Get Hijacked. I was recently hijacked, and I need to, as much as possible, ensure that no one I know puts themselves in a situation where they are hijacked. So I just need to walk this thing through with you. Emotionally hijacked. Okay, so I had someone who reached out to me. Now, see, probably step number one to preventing an emotional hijacking is to trust your gut. Your gut will never, ever, ever lie to you. Hey, Miss Pearl. So I don't know, Miss Stevens. I don't know if we know our gut, even if we excuse it, even if we downplay it, even if we try to justify it and ignore it, your gut will never lie to you. So the phone rang, and I looked over there and saw who was calling me, and I chose to ignore the phone call. My gut said, don't answer that. So I listened that time. They didn't leave a message. I said, no harm, no foul. It wasn't that important because they didn't leave a message. Then within the next 2 or 3 days, I got several texts. I got an email. I should not have opened the email. That's where I went downhill. Hey, Mishima. I went downhill when I chose to open the email because I ignored, I overwrote, I justified, I excused, I silenced my gut that said, you better keep it moving. Okay. And what ended up in a day and a half. Do you hear me? The rest of that day and the entire next day, it was a day of my life, a day and a half of my life, hijacked emotionally. The mess that came from the conversations messed me up for the next day and a half. Now, I always will look to myself first because the buck stops with me in regards to me. I allowed that conversation to take me down a dark place that I did not recover from for a day and a half. Hey, Deanna and Donnie. A day and a half. A day and a half that I went to bed early. That night, I went to bed early the next night. Wasn't tired. Wasn't feeling, I was healthy and whole and everything. But emotionally, I had been hijacked. I allowed this person, this conversation, to get me off track from where I know I did not want to go. And so not only did it steal time from me, I could have been doing something. But instead, I'm running and getting into bed because I'm just emotionally wiped out. Stole time from my husband. I don't even think I talked to my babies that evening, and we talked mostly every night. And so I just wanted you to be aware. And then I was angry with myself because I know better. I believe in guarding your time fiercely. I believe that we individually need to be fierce guardians of our time. I believe that because it is a most precious resource that no one can give you more of. It cannot be replaced. And if we do not invest our time wisely, we end up wasting it. I despise wasting my time. And so I had to work that out. I had to work that out because I cannot allow myself to be hijacked again. So I figured I'd just come on here and tell you, share my experience with you that when I tried to figure out, okay, where are we going from here? Because we can't do a do-over with this. This cannot be repeated. It's unacceptable to me. So I've determined that there are just some places you cannot go with some people because it's not good. It's not healthy. It's a time thief and it's a hijacker. There are certain conversations that I cannot have with certain people because it will go left real quick. Not only go left, it will go left, crash into the guardrails, and tip me over. And I don't like being in wrecks. It was an emotional wreckage. It was a hijacking. And so there are situations, there are circumstances that I will not go there anymore. I haven't had the opportunity to, because some stuff you don't do via text. Some stuff you do not do via email. You need some FaceTime with people. And I need to get a hold to this person and let them know, A, B, and C, let's not go there. Because even if you're fine afterwards, I'm jacked up with that conversation. Oh, well, you shouldn't be so sensitive. First of all, that's not me. But that situation is a non-starter for me. So I need to, the next time we have FaceTime, I need to have that conversation with them. We cannot have those conversations because it doesn't do me well in the end. Just got to steer clear. And if that is not respected, then you've already told me a whole lot about the relationship, because no is a complete sentence. It's a complete sentence. It's not a suggestion. It's not a recommendation. It is a complete sentence. And if you refuse to accept that I cannot go down this lane with you, then you have spoken volumes to me about what the relationship means to you, and I will exit stage left. Because like I often say, I love me some Hollie. I do. I just love me some Hollie. And I cannot afford to be, thank you for my amen, Serena. Thank you, Miss Shima. I cannot afford a day and a half of my life that can never be gotten back. I can never retrieve that time. No, not gonna happen. So if you have some people who, knowingly or not, maliciously or not, unaware or not, if you have some people in your life that leave you in a bad state, that leave you in a place where you are not who you really want to be for a day and a half, my goodness, I think about that and get angry with myself. But I got a plan. I have a plan. And as soon as I see this person, the plan is going to be enacted. Now we can hang together, but A, B, and C conversation, we can't go there. Hey, my cousin. Hey, Jackie. So that's what I wanted to offer you. I'm challenging you to search through your life and see if you have relationships that every time, regardless of the environment, regardless of the situation, every time you come in contact with people, you end up hijacked emotionally and trashed for the next day and a half, 2 days, a week, God forbid. Search out for those people who emotionally hijack you. And you might need to have a conversation. I mean, unless you don't mind being out of commission and your family around you has to walk on eggshells because you're all jacked up. If you don't mind that, then okay. But for the rest of us, search out the hijackers in your life, and then you make the decision. They do what they do. But you individually need to make the decision that you will no longer become a victim of the hijacking. Why, thank you for my amen, Cindy. I do have a person like that in my life, and I've learned to set boundaries. Thank you, Shima. That's the word, boundaries. We don't have to get all super spiritual and spooky with it. It's a boundary, and you cannot cross it. Okay, so you set up the boundaries. You determine what the guardrails are in your life and your relationships. So that's my challenge to you today. Search out. Look for those who are hijackers in your life. And I really hope, by the way, that you're not a hijacker. I hope you're not out there hijacking other folks. Okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. Set your boundaries. Okay, for those who follow Ira when he is my guest on Dr. Kelly's Perspective, he is coming tomorrow and we are going into the gym. Okay, so, Saturdays are reserved for the healthiest version of ourselves. We in the gym tomorrow, so join us. Hey, Miss Harriet. Hey, mwah, classmate. Okay, thank you for all who are joining me. Share the video, but whatever you do not allow a hijacker to be in your life. Okay? Until next time, take real good care of yourselves.